The current situation of Rick and Morty is very chaotic. Justin Roiland's recent law problems caused a lot of issues for the series, but despite everything, the show is not cancelled, and it was revealed that Adult Swim will recast the voice actors of the characters which Justin voiced. I don't know if the show will be the same after Justin's departure, but I hope for the best. In any case, they have to make Season 7 extremely good if they want to regain their past success. But before starting, I want to give a huge shout out to the first ever sponsor, Raid Shadow Legends, for sponsoring this video. To tell you the truth, I've never been a mobile gamer. I always disliked the cartoonish style of mobile games, but Raid Shadow Legends kinda changed that viewpoint completely. What I like about the game is its unmatched graphics. Forget absolutely everything you know about mobile gaming, this is the first ever game to bring a true console-level experience to your phone. Since it's the Valentine's period, I'll talk about 3 of my favorite couples from this game. First, I want to talk about Aether and Kalia. Kalia, whose similarities with Talia include not only their names but also how completely underwhelming their team empowerment is. Kalia heals from her A3. Aether, on the other hand, becomes immune to stun, freeze, and sleep debuffs. Next one is Seducer and Temptress. Seducer, who could teach Don Juan a thing or two on the seduction of women, gets a powerful new ability while teamed up with the sultry Temptress. Places a 50% ally protection buff on all allies for 2 turns. Places a block damage buff on this champion for 1 turn. Temptress isn't so lucky. She gets an extra turn when using her A1. While not bad, it certainly pales in effectiveness compared to her male companion. And my all-time favorite ones are Coronar and Manaya. Their love story is a classic tale of Beauty and the Beast. 3 of Coronar's skills get empowered by the presence of Manaya. His A1 hits 2 times and has a 100% chance to reduce the enemy turn meter. His A2 is enhanced to remove all debuffs from himself. Manaya doesn't quite get the boost that Coronar gets, but a 20% turn meter boost for all allies and a self-revive on death isn't so bad. If you haven't already, now is the perfect time to start this game because Raid's got a ton of cool events to jump into this month. There's Forge Pass Season 7, various Valentine's Day activities, and some Valentine's-themed champions. All new Raid players just download Raid Shadow Legends from the links below, copy your in-game player ID, then go to championselect.plarium.com. Simply enter your player ID and then vote for your chosen champion. That's all there is to it. This vote runs from January 16th to February 10th with the opportunity to win awesome in-game and real-life prizes, including epic and legendary champions, in-game items, and even Amazon gift cards worth up to $1,000. Only new players from the US can win a prize. If you're an existing Raid player, just head to championselect.plarium.com where you can find a special promo code for a small in-game gift. And if you've been living under a rock, you may not know that MMA and pro wrestling megastar Ronda Rousey has made an exciting leap into the world of Raid with her very own champion. You can get Ronda by simply opening Raid on 7 days before February 20th. That's all there is to it. Check the available promo codes for new and old players in the description. And if you haven't started playing Raid yet, click my link in the description or scan my QR code here on the screen and you'll get unique bonuses worth $30. A free epic champion, Konoru, 200k silver, 1 XP boost, 1 energy refill, and 1 epic skill tome. All this treasure will be waiting for you here. Available for 30 days to new players only. I hope all of you have a great day. Now let's start the video. I want to start this video with Evil Morty, who made his debut in the 10th episode of the first season. Ever since his debut, he has been the most intriguing character in the whole show. A lot of us expect him to appear in an episode, and whenever he does, the hype is always at its greatest, and he always steals the show. The last time when we saw him was in the final episode of the 5th season. That episode was wild. It delivered on nearly everything we've been asking for, from Rick's true origin story to the culmination of Evil Morty's grand plan. In many ways, the Rick and Morty Season 5 finale is exactly what we have all been wanting for a long time. Concrete explanations for Rick's past and the nature of his universe, and a proper conclusion to the Evil Morty arc. We don't know exactly where he went, but the creator of the series, Dan Harmon, confirmed his return. You will definitely be seeing him again, Harmon said of Evil Morty after discussing the Season 6 premiere with Variety. He added that fans might have to wait a while, saying, "I caution that we may not be seeing him soon. He's an easy guy to forget about because he kind of took care of himself." Discussing the return of Evil Morty in future seasons of the show, Harmon added, "He just wanted to get beyond the central finite curve. But we've written Season 7 and we're working on Season 8 right now. That's the only way for us to be able to stay on schedule. So I can say with 100% certainty that Evil Morty is coming back, but I can't give a schedule on that." Based on that, we can pretty much say that his return is inevitable, which shouldn't be surprising for anyone. Despite him fulfilling his goal, there is still so much about his character that we don't know of. Where did he go? I have already made a separate video on that topic, which I recommend you all watch. The link of the video will be in the description. In my opinion, Evil Morty won't be the only character who will make their comeback. Rick Prime, who is another main villain along with Evil Morty, will definitely make a comeback in Season 7. Almost the whole of Season 6 was a setup for him, and I can definitely see him being one of the most important characters in the new season. There are just so many things that we don't know about him, which I think will slowly be answered in Season 7, and I'm very hyped to see him again. As I said earlier, Evil Morty and Rick Prime are the only main villains of the show, but I don't think this will last for long, because Doofus Jerry exists. He's probably been the most popular character that's appeared in the Rick and Morty comics. He is one of the strongest versions of Jerry Smith, and the hype around him only gets bigger and bigger. I think he is the main reason why a lot of people started reading the Rick and Morty comics, which only shows us how big of a potential he has as a character. In my opinion, it will be wasted if the Rick and Morty writers did not include him in the series. Okay, maybe he can't be a main villain like Rick Prime or Evil Morty, but there is definitely enough content from the Rick and Morty comics to make him at least an episodic villain. It would be better than nothing in my opinion. Another character whom I want to make a debut in the series from the Rick and Morty comics is Doofus Rick. Yeah, this one who is considered the weakest Rick, but in the comics he is, well, let's say so much more different than the other Ricks. I don't want to say much since I plan on doing a video about him, but I will say that he is the reason why the original Rick and Morty comics ended and his story hasn't finished in the comics, so I expect him to make his debut in the series and reveal his true nature. Bird Person has been one of the most important characters in Rick's life. He was first introduced in the episode Ricksy Business, where he attended Rick's party looking for a new mate after ending his soul bond with his previous spirit partner. After the end of the episode, he gets back in the saddle with one of Summer's high school friends, Tammy. He and Tammy later get married, only for Tammy to reveal herself as a Galactic Federation agent out to kill Bird Person, arrest Rick, and all of his associates. Despite being shot multiple times, Bird Person is soon resurrected by the Federation as the cyborg Phoenix Person in order to serve them. In Star Mort, Return of the Jerry, Phoenix Person, under the control of the Galactic Federation, comes face to face with Rick and fights him, almost killing him before being shut down by Space Beth. Following the destruction of the Federation, Phoenix Person was salvaged by the Smith family and resided in Rick's garage lab until Rick restored him to normal. Bird Person then discovered he had a daughter with Tammy and went to search for her. Last time when he appeared was in the 8th episode of the 5th season. That episode was mainly on him and Rick and their past. We learn a lot of things about their friendship and about Bird Person in general. Neither Bird Person nor his daughter have appeared in the series ever since that episode, which is kind of odd since Bird Person is very important to Rick. I'm sure that he will make a comeback in the next season, and I really wonder how the reunion will go. Bird Person is not the only important character who has seemingly disappeared from the show. Jessica, who is the romantic interest of Morty, hasn't appeared ever since the first episode of the 5th season. In that episode, Jessica is frozen in time as a lure for Morty. After she's rescued with the help of Rick and Mr. Nimbus, Morty tries to continue their date. However, due to spending hundreds of years in a state of conscious cryostasis in this dimension, Jessica comes out with a changed perspective on life and the universe and tells a crestfallen Morty that they should just be friends. She walks off into the night, though not before loudly rejecting a guy who tries to pick her up by telling him she's a time god. I really wonder what happened to Jessica. No wonder an event like that would change her drastically. Imagine being frozen for a couple hundred years while being conscious. I really want to see this new Jessica, however, I'm not sure if she is still alive or not. She was almost certainly killed in the first episode of the 6th season along with the rest of the world by Mr. Frundles. It is currently unknown if there is a version of her who lives in the Parmesan dimension, and if there is, whether the events of Mort Dinner Rick Andre that caused her change in personality still occurred. Either way, I want to see how much she changed, and I really hope that we will see her in the new season. Another cool character who hasn't made a proper comeback in the series is Jaguar, who is an immensely dangerous freedom fighter who was incarcerated by a Russian agency. He traded the assassination of Pickle Rick for the release of his daughter, Katerina. Jaguar first appeared in Pickle Rick. He hasn't made his debut in the series yet, but he has appeared in the Rick and Morty comics. In those comics, Jerry takes Rick's portal gun to go and explore some alien planet he sees advertised on interdimensional cable. Whilst he's there, he unwittingly commits genocide. The planet's government decrees that Jerry Smith must be hunted down and executed for his actions. The planet hires the best killing machine they can think of, Jaguar. I don't want to talk more about this comic because I think it needs its own video, which I plan to upload in the coming days. Anyway, I guess this is all for today. Expectations for the new season are higher than ever. Rick and Morty has to redeem itself after Justin Roiland's situation. A lot of things will be dependent on this season, and I really hope that they won't fail our expectations. What are your expectations for the new season? What do you want to see? Let me know in the comments, like this video, and subscribe to the channel for more. Lonnie Brooks out. Bye.